Hello everyone, this is Starstream65, and today I will be bringing you a review of Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Deluxe Class Thundercracker. So, we took a look at the packaging, out the comic, and back. Alright, that's it for the box. Before we get into the figure, here's a comic. This is the Spotlight Thundercracker comic that came out on January 16th of this year. I actually haven't gotten to reading it yet, but I hope to soon. I think it's about, what, 20 pages or 10-page spreads? That's nice for an impact comic. Alright. So, here's Thundercracker. He is, of course, a repaint of the Fall of Cybertron Starscream figure. And he certainly has a lot more paint overall than Starscream in general. We'll get into more of that later in robot mode. This entire back portion here is silver. This is painted blue. This is not blue plastic, from what I could tell. You got the nice red and silver and the tampoed kind of symbol on the wings. All this is silver here in the cockpit area. You got these vents are painted purple, like Dr. John, and these are also purple here. You also have purple going down the sides here. Very nice. You can see his head there on the other side. So I'm going to take the weapons off for the time being. Put them off to the side. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like this jet mode a lot. And I think it looks a lot better on him than it did on Starscream. I'm not sure why. Okay, so here he is next to fellow Cybertron Swindle. You can see how they stack up. And of course with Starscream you can remove this piece here, which is really stiff and I haven't gotten to removing it yet, but if you want to see me remove it, watch the Starscream video review on my channel. One thing that does concern me, this is actually on Starscream 2, I think. And I'm not sure why I didn't mention it there. Maybe I just noticed it. This whole entire waist section here is based on a translucent, or transparent, dare I say, joint here. And I haven't had any bad past experiences with transparent joints. This makes me nervous, because I know there have been problems with those kind of joints. Yeah, nice yellow cockpit. Starscream had an amber cockpit. Yeah, I think that's all there is for this mode. And since I am too lazy to edit my videos, nor to learn how yet, I am just going to transform my camera. So, to start, I'm going to just flip the nose cone down. I will say, the Thundercracker here is a lot more stiff in most of his joints than Starscream, but he also has some really loose joints too that Starscream did not have. Bring the wings up like so. Come back here and bring the feet down like so and peg them. There we are. I'm gonna get the camera raised. Okay. Then just bring the entire waist section down, or yeah, down like so. And then it will tab in back here, like so. Then flip out the toes so it can stand. Put them in too far this time. It's hard to get them out. There we are. Okay. Okay, then let's come back here. You're going to bring this entire section down like so, make it vertical, focus the camera. Let's see. Then you want to come back here. Well, actually, I should probably leave this up first. Come up here, unpeg the arms from each other, and just accordion them outward. Like so. Reminds me of the Terror dive mold. The Hunter Terror dive mold. There's his head. Now we can bring this down, then bring this down, bring the head up, rotate it 360 degrees so it faces the front, and bring these hinges up like so. Mine are really stiff. There we are. And then bring this section back here, and then there's a tab here, go into the slot back here in the waist. Push that in. And you want to take these pieces here and just bring them back like so. Bring the arms down, straighten them like so. Get the wing position how you like them. And there you have Thundercracker in his robot mode. Now, first things first. The head is, from what I can tell, the same exact sculpt as Starscream's head, but it has really cool light piping. Starscream had amber light piping, and it worked out well too. I'm not sure if I really showed that off in my video review with them or not. But it's dark, and it's bright red. And that's really cool. Really differentiated with the light piping, and that it looks so nice. Yeah. One thing I will say, his legs are bare. I mean, they are just blue. You have the silver knee pads, and you have the black paint here, and you have the black feet. Whereas Starscream had it a little more broken up in this leg department. But I mean, Thundercracker here is really blue. There's a lot of this blue on him. And yeah, Starscream had a lot of that white and the red and such, but Thundercracker has the blue broken up in places that make the blue not overwhelming. Yeah. Back. I really like Thundercracker's personality from the the War Firetrans video game. How he was really technical when he spoke in Thundercracker, or Sailor was getting annoyed. Yeah, like I said, I should have Thundercracker a lot. Versus Generation 1 when he didn't really have a personality. So, probability, his head can do a full, no, it can't do a full 360. It can only rotate this far, those shoulder pauldrons are there. It can do a full 360 if you bring the shoulder pauldrons down. Let's see, you got a pin joint, swivel joint here at the elbow. Do a full 360 if this wing piece wasn't there. Got bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and wrist swivel. And again, with Starscream, I prefer leaving the focus. There we are. The arms like this, like seeing this detail here, but you can bring them around like this, and that gives them the elbow joint, or naturally, instead of rotating his arm around and bringing it up. No waist articulation. You got a swivelish joint that's really tight here at the hip. You've got a hip swivel here. Got a really nice knee, which is really loose. Well, not super loose, but it's a lot more loose than Starscream's was. And then you've got these ankle tilts here, which are a lot more loose than my Starscream's, but again, not super loose. And the toes here, which you move up and down. Like so. So all in all, very limber. There we are. Okay, hopefully it'll stand. Now back. Okay. And he looks absolutely awesome. Again, for his weapons. And this is where he has a lot more paint on his body. The Starscream had all the silver paint here on the barrels of the cannons. These are completely solid blue plastic. These pieces, however, are painted here, which is nice. These fit a lot more freely on Thundercracker, for me at least, than they did on Starscream. They were all like really stiff. and like to spin only with these, of course. And again, they can peg together like so. And yeah, they can spin. That's cool. Differentiator from Starscream. I like Starscream with the big gun. I'm not sure why, but I like Thundercracker. Maybe just because of the artwork on the box with them underslung under his arms, or even like hand guns. But I'm going to undersling them for now. The box art, or the art on the comic cover is really, really nice. Even though the head is a little more circular than it actually is. Like in the comic book, the Thundercracker looks like the Thundercracker for the most part as far as the body goes. The jet mode is more Generation 1 Thundercracker, so it's kind of a mix of the two. In my collection, I don't have the Generations Seeker, like the traditional Seeker mold Thundercracker. This is my Generation 1 Thundercracker updated figure. Yeah, those are underslung. I'll go into a pose real quick. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, so for comparison, here he is next to, next to Starscream. He just fell over on me. You can see how they look together. You can see Starscream has amber light piping, like I said, and it still shows. And then as well as Thundercracker, excuse me. You can see the paint differences on them and such. Again, he has a lot more silver up here in the barrels. He has nothing on his barrels. Yeah, they look good together. I'm really looking forward to the U.S. release of Skywarp. The Skywarp release in Japan by Takara isn't terrible looking, and I'd pick it up if we weren't getting a domestic release here in the U.S. But the paint scheme really isn't all that stellar in my opinion. It's too much of like a brighter purple, the darker purple that I like on Skywarp, excuse me. So I'm looking forward to getting that to complete my set. So this has been the video review for Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Deluxe Class Thundercracker. This is Dark 325. Thank you very much for watching, and please do take care.